Okay, we're going to start off tonight's production with a reading of a poem or two by the Avant Guard. That's my favorite. Arrived on Earth to reestablish connections with the Celestial Theater on peaceful terms. So anyway, this first poem is
Louder.
from a Seattle woman named Betty Hayes Albright, and she wrote this in 1967. This poems we are reading is in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Summer of Love from the birth of the hippies in Berkeley, California in the late 60s. So this is her poem called Echoes. Falling from the prom, first love stuck to the seat of the car. So Beach Boy, good vibes, lit my quarter-carat ring as it snagged on my impatience and scratched at your freedom. And one rainy Monday, in a miscarriage of spring, you returned it to the jeweler who confessed the stone was flawed. Ten stairs down in a choke-filled, red-eyed cave, we found a collage of wine bottle candles and short black beards where Daddy-O played chess and argued on absolute bongos, and espresso-laced poets read cement floor philosophy, and black leotards on bar stools sang in dilettante protest till someone spun Baez and laughed when I only ordered tea. No cooking in rooms. We ate Pop-Tarts cold, connected the dots in philosophy, pretending to like homemade beer, and the rain fell on Glen Yarborough, and we knew the war wasn't over. But Cammie didn't care, and Nietzsche's God was dead, so we slid brown leaves to the A&W and waited for mail from home. It began in May, that shoeless summer. Long hair hung low between hot bikini tans. Saltwater steamed from our backs. Eyelashes and dimples crossed the railroad tracks. There were lines and moves and always forget-me-nots growing from our cleavage. He followed me to green music nights, to deep-lidded eyes, and bell-bottom mirrors where we listened to Dylan and danced to the Doors, and slipped on grass, strung and wet, between tangled hair and purple beaded dawn. House mother asleep, I slept with you in the bark soft rain, up waterfalls to your winking lake where you wet my lips, St. Christopher pressing into my breast, and the red canoe rocked over the edge, smiling at tomorrow's raised brows. He said he'd like the way I walk, sang Dean Martin, with his motorcycle cocked till I went with him to Snohomish Hill, and he stopped being Dean. And the meadow grew thorns as he twisted my slack, grinding into the shock, knowing I'd never tell. For back then, women blamed themselves. Overheating, your 59 Fairlane got us there to cruise Birch Bay and puzzle over the ode to Billy Joe. And we answered yes to Gracie Slick while smoky sunsets stopped the show. And you held your stomach in and we laughed across a Sunday funny dream. We rode the night on magic carpet street signs where Joni sang Hair Flowers and headband crochet. And the taco time spilled and stuck to bare legs as I felt your jacket comfort in Sgt. Pepper incense in the pull of your blue light eyes.
Woo! Yeah!
That was Betty Hayes Albright, 1967. got another one from 1962. It's a little shorty here. And after this poem, we're going to auction this painting, starting at a $10 bid. Compliments of the Avant Guard. So this painting could be yours. Let's read the poem first and we'll find out what happens. Okay, this is an early non-poem from Robert Hunter with a short intro. Hunter was paid by the CIA to take LSD, psilocybin, and mescaline and report on his experiences, which were creatively formative for him. Sit back, picture yourself swooping up a shell of purple with foam crests of crystal drops. Soft night, they fall unto the sea of morning creep, very softly mist. And then sort of cascade, twinkly bell, like, must I take you by the hand ever so slowly type, and then conglomerate suddenly into a peal of silver, vibrant, uncomprehendibly, blood-singularly, joyously resounding bells. By my faith, if this be insanity, then for the love of God, permit me to remain insane. Not insane!
Woo! Yeah!
Okay, as I mentioned before, this painting, we're going to open the bid at $10. Do I hear $11 for this painting? Or the tip jar. Explore the two host tonight.
20.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. 20.
Okay, who's going to be 20? $21. Anybody? $21. Let's go right now. Come on, $21. And for one time, we're going to hear that that $20 bill. Going once, going twice. Sold to the gentleman in the back for $20. Yay!
Uh-oh, the thing fell. The bulbous.
Oh yeah, okay, I gotta get that.
Excellent performance.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Very wonderful. I'm glad I was here to see it.
Is this the lucky bidder? Yay! Kranz, have you signed this painting?
No, I haven't signed it.